Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome for another short 30-minute with Celine Ross. She is a Janome educator for Janome Canada. So today, it's starting to be cold outside. Winter is the 21st, so it's winter. So we're going to add wool yarn to our project, okay? And I'm going to use the free motion couching foot. Let me switch the camera, remove the name, and put my glasses on while you're not watching. And this is what we're going to use, free motion couching foot. So this is the blister pack. And I like to show the blister pack always because, of course, all the tools are inside. But at the back, you have the description and how to use the foot, and you have more information inside. So when you buy any Janome attachment or feet or foot, well, never throw the blister pack. Huh? It's full of information to help you out. So free motion, it tells it's free motion. So that means I'm going to move my fabric by myself. Free motion. So you see, I did a few tests here. I did like quilting, circle, zigzag, Janome. Of course, I used the Janome fabric with Janome, the Janome name, and all free arm. So it's not art. It's not hard, and we call it art. A-R-T. Okay. So the foot comes in 3 parts. It comes. Whoops! I'm going to remove this. Okay. So you have in the blister pack, you have 4 pieces. Now I'm looking for the little screw. Oh, okay, I have it. So I said 4 parts. This is the foot holder for High Shank machine. And when we attach it, this has to go over the needle bar. This is your needle bar, over the needle bar. So the spring, yeah, that's the spring, is moving because of the needle bar. Just see, 1 down, 1 up. Oh yeah, put your foot down, Celine. 1 down, 1 up. You see, it's moving. The whole thing is moving. So this is the foot holder. And then I have 2 attachments here, 2 sole, I should say. I don't know how I should call this. Maybe if I read it, I'll tell you better than... no, it says foot. Okay, this is the 2 feet. So the foot, it's called FMC. And this one is number 2. This one is number 1. And the difference between the 2 of them is the size of the opening for thin yarn and thick yarn. Okay, so it depends what you, and then you have the little screw because you have to attach it, huh? So inside, no, Celine, doing wrong, because this is going here, inside here, and then the 2 opening, and then you attach it like I did here. You attach it because you don't want to lose it while you're sewing, yeah? Okay, so let's go and see some samples. Oh, what did I do here? Because I did my needle up and down to show you the spring, huh? So this is what happened, huh, Celine? Okay, and then this one. Okay. I put red thread because I want the thread the same color as the yarn I will use. So I said just previously, you can use thin yarn or thick yarn or thicker, any yarn you need. It's knitting yarn, huh? So you see you have 3 thicknesses here. Okay, thin, medium, thick, and we have more than thick like this. Okay, so I don't want to use white because just previously I did it into French, the live into French, but this time I'll do it in English, and I use white. Now I'm gonna use red. And let me show you some sample. You have to practice. So this is one of my practice here, and this is the other practice. So I start with straight stitch. So these are straight. Don't think I'm so good, huh? The fabric was a square, so it was easy to follow the line already. I didn't have to mark down anything. So here I used chenille, flat chenille yarn down there. Then I use, it's like a feather, this one here. While this one and this one, the difference between the two of them is this one is thicker than this one, and it's like it's a nice wool. I don't know how to say. I don't know. That's the one. Okay. Mohair. Okay, that's the word. Mohair. Okay. Then, no, not this one. I don't want to show you. And then I left, you know, some pieces just for you, just a little bit out to show you what I use. Just funny yarn. You know, no matter what, the dollar store is not bad to try samples. These are not coming from the dollar store. But this, yes. White, yes. Red, yes. So you have funny one. You know, you want this just to add, to add interest to a project. So this is my practice. That's the word, practice. And this is what I use. I didn't use that one. I used this. Okay. Then I said to myself, yeah, it's nice. It's okay. I know I can do circle. I can do a straight stitch. I can do ladder. I can do whatever. I can do 2-3 times at the same place. But now I want to do a design. So, okay, it's far. Look at this. And I use that yarn. This one is real thick. But multicolor, you call this variegated color. Okay. It's not very expensive, but it's cute, you know. Many colors that matches the fabric. About, okay. So how come I have such a nice design? Because drawing, I'm not great. But you know what? That we have Janome rulers. So you cannot use the foot with the ruler. You cannot. It's not a 1/4 inch foot. You cannot use the foot with the ruler, but you can use the ruler to draw your design before. And this is what I did. So the white lines here are from the template to be able to position my design after. You see? So don't forget them. We have so many tools. I want you so much to use them. You see, I'm just thinking of something. Look at the Santa Claus here. I can use the white wool to do his beard, to embellish his beard. And embellish looks like fur, you know, on top of it. You know, creativity, there's no limit. There's no limit. You know, I'm thinking of it too late now because I'm doing the live. So just to remind you, your ruler work, your ruler from the kit, you can use them only to draw your design, but you cannot use them with the foot. Impossible. Okay? It's not made for that. Okay. So that's, I said this. Now that I tell you many things, let's go in action. Like I said, We need to practice. I'll show you my first practice. And I'll tell you what's wrong, what's right. Funny, huh? So I start, I don't know where I start. I think I start here. Okay, whoops. Okay, circle, circle, circle. What happened here? I don't like when I make mistake, but no matter what, when you do something wrong, or when, not something wrong, when the result is like this, well, we have to study. What did I do here? Well, my yarn got stuck. I'll show you how to lay the yarn not to have this, okay? Then I continue, zigzag, zigzag, quilting, same thing again. What happened? You need a big space. If you have a little piece of fabric, no problem. But sometimes, you know, the fabric hurt the side of the machine, the back of the wall, or it's stuck. Then you have a little bobo like this. What do? It's just a straight stitch. Remove it and keep going with keeping the foot. Just remove the stitching. Don't touch the yarn. Let me show you. If I didn't cut the yarn, I would be able to reuse it. So you see, it's not cut. So it's not attached, so it's no problem, huh? So you keep going, you see? So remove all this. Let's say this is attached to my, to the knitting ball. And then I just can keep redoing what I wanted to do. Okay? Not that big, not hard to do. I did some circle and then I got, hey, I'm getting better here. You see my start and then, oh, so I say, now that I'm so good and so, easy going, you know, let's write Janome. Why not? Okay, and fancy. Okay, so you see well here, it's red on white. Now I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm not good at drawing, like I told you, but here's a few ideas. And let me move everything because we need the space. This is what I'm telling you. You see how big this piece is? So you see, when I turn, you see at the back, it hurt. It touches the wall. So I have a bad effect here. Okay, just for you to know. So if you want, practice number one should be this. Okay, you need to stabilize your fabric. Huh? Number one, stabilize, because you don't want this to be all bunchy in a place, huh? In one place. Then I'm drawing something really simple. Well, when you're good here, hey, let's keep going even better. You see the snow on top of the snow tree with snowball. Can I reduce this? I don't know how this works. Okay, so now you see better. So you see on the tree, so I use leftover fabric and I put like snow on top. Okay, and snowballs. Oh, what is that nice fuzzy yarn? Wow. Well, it's this one. But how come the look is not the same? For the people, oh, I don't know where I put it. For the one who's, I cannot find it now. For the one who used to know the Janome since a long time. Oh, I found it. Do you remember the, oh, I had the name just before. Okay, sorry. Miracle Stitcher. We had this, huh? That little brush. So, do you throw your Janome tools? Never, even if they're old, huh? See? Just made this fuzzy. Look at this. This is acrylic. You don't buy expensive. If you want to do this, you don't buy fancy. Look at this. This is what I did. Not, yes, I did it a little bit here. So you see, just embellish something as an applique. You know, creativity is so individual, I should say, personal. So how do I proceed? Of course, I have to attach my foot, okay? Then I take a lot of yarn, a lot, and I will lay it on the bed of the machine here. So I'll hide this at the back, and okay, now I have to insert my yarn, but it's a little bit, you see it opens, huh? So I have to insert it from the back to the front. So this is my foot, and you see that curve here? The curve is right here at the back. From the back to the front, push it. When you don't have the camera in front of you, take the tweezer, catch it. Here I go, you see? At the right place. And then the foot has a little opening, you see? I just have to push it in and it's ready to go. Now, where do I start? I'll start wherever I want. I'd rather start here, go all the way around and finish here. This is me. You do what you want, okay? I'm working today on the fabulous Continental M7, and I cannot pull my stand for the camera more than this. But when you have a machine with a t-shirt, I'm going into the t-shirt, and this is an optional foot. So I'm asking optional foot. Oh, and it's in French, but it says here in French, it says free motion couching foot. See, you have a French lesson at the same time at no cost. So, okay, I ask this technique, and it tells me foot FMC1, FMC, here is 2, okay? But if you don't want it, you remove it and you place 1, huh? This is 1, okay? But you choose, you have a thin yarn or a thick yarn. So what did I do here? I did 2, okay? And automatically the machine adjusts everything for me. Drop the feed dog, give me the right length and width of the stitch, and ready to go. If you don't have such a top of the line machine, I should say, well, no problem neither. The instructions are all here and inside, so you're never into problem, okay? And I'll show you another help later on. Now I'm coming back on my design. I lay all my yarn on the side. I never go that fast, okay? And I'm going to start. So if you want, you can work with gloves also if you slide, if this is sliding too much. I'm going to stop a few times before, because I have a big piece here. Okay, so if I press start, look what's gonna happen. The machine pick 1 stitch only. If you want, you can pull the lower thread, the bobbin thread, but this is made for you to catch the yarn, just to make sure you catch the yarn, okay? And then you don't bother too much with the yarn, because the line is applied with a zigzag. Okay, stop. I stop because I want to turn and with the camera in front and all this. So turn the whole thing. Okay. Needle down and foot up. Okay, needle up. Keep going. Start. When it's straight, if you go a little bit over crooked, oops. Okay. Needle down, foot up. Come back on the other side. So I'm not exactly, you see, if I follow it, I'm right beside. Okay. Needle up, move a bit, nothing will show. It's really forgiving me, this technique. Okay, keep going. So the stitch, the zigzag stitch, stitch my yarn with the zigzag. Okay, now again, turn. Okay, but now I feel it's hard. You see what happened? My thread got cut here. See my thread when I turn? Oh. Okay, I'm okay. Like I said, it's really forgiving, this. And then I want to do a nice job, so I will clip this. And now I'll be funny, you know, I'll add a few I'll go around just to show you. Okay. You look at this, you say, oh, it's pretty simple, huh? Okay, why don't I do, just for fun, you see, not good, not good. You see all the thread? So that means it doesn't pick up the yarn. So no problem, I'll stop there. So to stop, I use my lock stitch function. And I'll remove them after, there's no problem. Okay, so when I ask my machine to cut the thread, the machine cut the thread only, the upper thread and the lower thread, not, I'm just gonna do this, not the yarn. And then I can remove all this and I can remove that yarn on top. You see, it wasn't, oops, the camera in front of me. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you see, I just have to remove everything that I don't like. With tweezers, I can remove this. It's just a straight stitch. There's no problem. Okay? So now we'll do worst. Or more difficult, I should say. Make sure that all my yarn is lay on the side. Well, it's red now. Oh, it'll be funny. It'll be funny. Okay, wherever I want to start. Let's say I'm starting here. And then you go all the way around. Stop. I stop because it's difficult for me to go. Okay, foot down, needle up, and I'll move a little bit. Just follow. Okay, I stop here. My yarn is okay. What I want to show you here how to make snowball. Very easy. Did you ever see a snowball red? Circle. Circle as much and as wide as you want. And you come back. Okay. That's it. A star would be too whoops, okay. And I'm trying to follow the fabric. You know, it is just different. You just add some interesting technique to your project. Oh, I did a little bobo here. Okay, you see, you can come back. See, I see my fabric here. You can come back 2-3 times if you want. Stop, because I want to catch this beginning. Lock stitch. Clip the thread, but not the yarn. Now I'm going to clip my yarn at the beginning. Here we go. So here's, did you ever see this, you? Huh? Red snow? And then if you want, brush it, make it fuzzy. Or if you want, you see what I did here? I went over twice. And then at the end of everything, I made a snowball. Just for fun, you know, there's no limit to what you would like to do. Okay? So this is the free motion couching foot set. And where can you find more ideas? I'll show you where far. Free motion presser foot addendum. It's in the presser foot, it's not in the presser foot book. It's an addendum that you buy. And all the free motion technique with all the feet that goes on Janome machine, well, it's a nice Christmas gift, okay? Then, this I want to show you, sorry. Okay, now I told you that the feet are coming into a blister pack. But maybe you have another machine and you want to buy more, or you want to ask a Christmas gift with, well, maybe more than just this. Huh? You want to go, huh? Santa Claus is generous, so just let's go. So what do I do? What can you do? Accessory kit for 9mm model. 9mm is high shank all the time, okay? So this box here, there's 3 different boxes from Janome. Crafting and home decor. And this box contains the border guide foot, the circular attachment, this foot that we're using today, FMC foot, piping foot, the ribbon sewing guide. Then you're going to say, oh, what am I going to do with all this? Well, they're coming into a bag. And you have a book that will help you, that will guide you. This is, now this is the French part, as you can see, but English is here. And also Spanish. But you have the technique of all the feet that's included in, and how to use them in that little booklet. But you also have a project how to make something for what you buy, from what you bought, from what you bought, I'm sorry. See, everything is well explained. And also you have all our Janome videos also. So you're not left behind, you know, you're full, you can be full of information to help you to use a lot your tools. In the drawers, you know, well, it was a nice gift, but it's not what it's supposed to do. And I just want to insist that the foot doesn't, you cannot use the ruler with the foot. You just use the ruler to draw your design, just to draw. And then free motion, you couch your yarn, okay? Janome sells that ruler foot kit. You can draw if you're better than me, no problem. But ruler work kit, 6 pieces. I took one of the pieces, and I used also the template. This is the template mark that you see. I use, you know, the powder. So this is the you can use it to help you to draw some designs. Okay, so this is what I had to show you today. I'll switch camera. Here, yeah, I'm here. Okay, so I hope again you learned something, and it's always good, even if you know it, it's always good that somebody reminds you. So until next time, I thank you for watching. I'll write it in English, yes, and I'll see you next time. Have a good sewing week.